Hi, welcome to today's episode of YouTube Fluency, where I'm going to tell you about one of my personal favorite YouTubers, and I'm going to tell you about some ways that you can use their content in order to improve your own English. Today we're going to be talking about Adam Ragusea, who is one of the most influential, at least in this current moment, food YouTubers in the whole YouTube sphere. Out of all the content creators that I've seen, Adam Ragusea makes consistently the most interesting, the most informative, and linguistically the most, I think, good content. He makes videos of different kinds. Specifically, I think he has two main types of videos. The first one is a cooking video. He makes some kind of recipe. Usually these recipes are connected to his own upbringing because, of course, he is, I think, some percent Italian. He himself, of course, comes from Macon, Georgia, which is in the US. The food that he cooks usually contains recipes that are tailored towards an American audience. It has different kinds of ingredients and things like that, which you can listen to and you can kind of learn about cooking from that. But of course, what you're interested in is English. So whenever he makes these kinds of cooking videos, he uses a lot of informal language. He talks about his personal life and his personal history with these recipes, which can be great because a lot of times you can get the topic of food on your IELTS test and you're going to have questions about, cooking or different kinds of recipes or different dishes. So for this, these videos are great. He also has a second type of video which is talking about food as an academic topic. So he covers different aspects of growing food. He had like a mini series, as far as I remember, where he actually grew his own wheat and made his own bread, which was incredibly interesting. And all these topics are also done together with some kind of like food scientist who he talks to in order to get an actual academic outlook on whatever topic he's covering. These videos are great and they're written very well because Adam Ragusea actually used to be a journalist, which means that he has a lot of information about how to make these kinds of videos engaging, interesting, and well edited. This is something that prevails in all of his videos, regardless of what topic it is. They're always filmed in a very interesting way, and they're always made for you to actually watch them and enjoy them, which is great. I love Adam Ragusea's videos. I watch them daily. I can tell you for a fact that not only do I cook whatever recipes he offers, I also just watch his content because it's fun, it's engaging, it's nice, and watching him interact with his family and interact with, the people that he interviews is amazing. Great channel. Let's do some shadowing and practice speaking the way he speaks because his accent is great. Let's get into it.
We all deal with splatter in the kitchen, and some of it is inevitable. But there are a few strategies you can employ to reduce splatter considerably, and that's good for both sanitation and safety. First, what even is the stuff that comes flying out of the pan and lands on the counter? Well, most often it's oil or some other kind of liquid fat. But don't blame the fat, blame the water. Oil is merely the payload at the end of the rocket. The water is the propellant. I'm gonna show you. There's a pasta dish I've seen people making all over the internet. It's based on super thin slices of zucchini fried in olive oil until brown. I'll get these sliced up and then season with salt. And within minutes, you're going to see how much water the salt draws out. Some olive oil in the pan. Heat until shimmering. Now I'll just take one of these paper-thin slices, drop it in the oil, and watch. Messy, dangerous explosion. And what's exploding is the water. The water hits the hot oil, it expands rapidly into steam, and that sudden explosion sends the surrounding oil flying out of the pan and onto the counter. And that's if you're lucky. It could also land on your skin and burn you. Or it could hit the open flame on a gas stove. Then when enough oil droplets hit the flame at the same time, well, devotees remember when that